Rum pum pum bum 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 bum. Rum pum 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 bum bum. Hello, Stream Chat. How do you do? Rum bum bum bum. I hope that you are pretty cool. Brum bum bum bum. It is time for more of the ceiling. I ran out of words. I was improvising that all. If you couldn't tell, I know I'm somewhat of a master at ad libbing, mad libbing, something libbing, uh, politics. Am I right, feller? Anyways, let's see. Let me just get the chat stuff synced up, and then after I do the chat sync up stuff, then we can get slamming. Look at this nerd. Look at this fucking person. Mod. There. There's a word. There's a word for it. That's right. You're a YouTube mod. I'm sure that's bad somehow. There's a stigma related to it. I'm unsure what. Let's see. Now all I need to do is get some of you, some of you, some of you, and then we can vibe for another 20 pages or so. Woo. So insulting to me. Yes, you are in fact a person. That is insulting. Ha, got him. Let's see. Let me make sure the toaster is turned on. Start monitoring the messages. Here's a test from Tib.
User, Bubshalov says, how could you be so insulting to me?
Yay! Now let's make sure that the Reddit voice is working.
Fuck you.
Yeah, there it is. There's the Tib we know and love. Let's see. So now that we have the Reddit voice hooked up, let us just make sure that I can frickin' that is species of you. I am a Sergal. You are a Sergal, but a Sergal is a person. You have rights. Unless you want me to revoke them. How you do? You speak lies, I speak the truth. Others cannot bear to represent. Let me real quickly just go to let's just post a thing. Reading the C manual put for boink. Copy that link. There we are. Just gotta post this in the YouTube chat and then on the brr, and then I should be brr because I'm brr. Let's see for the stream. There we are. There's the C manual thingy. I just realized two things I need to do. Holy heckin' hecker heck. Let me just write them down real quickly because they're good. They're good for me. They're good for me and me alone, okay? Listen, they're good for me. Let's see. Okay, there's the one thing. Beautiful. And then let's see. And then one more thing. There we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful little baby man. Beautiful little baby boo. Chilling in the chat with little old you. Hashtag programming. Hashtag C. Hashtag ceiling. Hashtag hashtag programmer. Okay, that should be enough. Twitter. Not Twitter, Blue Sky, whatever. Okay. That should be everything pre-stream. I fed goats. I think I know a thing or two about animals. Sure. Well, yeah, I mean, hey, I don't have, I think, anything else to say. I could be a rambunctious little feller, but I don't know what else I would have to say. So yeah, as per the previous or not definition, but as per the previous streams, what I'll be doing is I'll be reading basically one title header to the next. And then yeah, we're gonna try bang out 20 pages tonight and then go from there. So hey, let's see how that goes, shall we? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, cough, cough. Snort. Yeah. Let us get a grooving, I suppose. And yeah. If anybody's here, a little reminder is that you could do bang TTS to, and then followed by a message to get the wonderful little VTuber to read it out. And then on top of that, let me just make sure they're actually working. I might have not enabled their face because I don't want them like winking at me. It's kind of weird. Let me just check real quickly. Doop. Let's see.
Hi.
Nope, you're not quite right. Let's try fix you real quickly. Let's change you to you. Nice. And then let's change you to little old you. There we are. Now, hopefully, maybe, possibly, there is a chance that Tibbs' face is now working.
Hi.
There we are. Tibbs' face is now working. Awesome. That's what we call an awesome possum with some sauceum. So with that being said, on to the C manual. And here we go. You know, I just thought of, hey, Tib, would do you ever want to hit on like Siri? You know, like out of curiosity, like you're both toasters and like, you know, like I'm just kind of curious, like, you know, like would you be interested in like Siri if like possible?
I'd hit that.
Fair enough. Okay, well, carrying on. Let's see. Okay, what's the timestamp? Just gonna grab it because it makes editing a lot nicer. Let's see. So at this timestamp, and then next timestamp would be possibly there. And yeah, good enough. Okay, well, let's slam into it. 3, 2, 1, go. 3.5 Conditional compilation. The preprocessor conditional command allows lines of source text to be passed through or eliminated by the preprocessor on the basis of a computed condition. 3.1.5 the pound, or sorry, not, yeah, it is pound, sorry, my bad. The pound if, pound else, and pound endif commands. The following preprocessor commands are used together to allow lines of source text to be conditionally included or excluded from the compilation if apologies, a little rusty. The following preprocessor commands are used together to allow lines of source text to be conditionally included or excluded from the compilation. Pound if, pound else, and pound endif. They are used in the following way. Pound if, constant expression, group dash of dash lines dash 1. Pound else, group dash of dash lines dash 2. Pound endif. The constant dash expression is subject to macro replacement and must evaluate to a constant arithmetic value. Restrictions on the expression are discussed in section 7.111.1. A group of lines may contain any number of lines of text of any kind other than preprocessed command lines or no lines at all. The pound else command may be omitted along with the group of lines following it. This is equivalent to including the pound else command with an empty group of lines following it. Either group of lines may also contain one or more sets of pound if, pound dash, pound else dash, pound endif commands. A set of commands as shown below, a set of commands such as shown before is processed in such a way that one group of lines will be passed on for compilation if the other groups of, and the other like group of lines will be discarded. First, the constant expression in the if command is evaluated. If its value is not 0, then group dash of dash lines dash 1 is passed through for compilation, and group dash of dash lines dash 2, left parenthesis, if present, right parenthesis, is discarded. Otherwise, group dash of dash lines dash 1 is discarded. And if there is an else command, then group dash of dash lines dash 2 is passed through. But if there's no else command, then no group of lines is passed through. The constant expression that may be used in a if command are described in detail in sections 3.5.4 and 7.11. A group of lines is discarded and not a group of lines that is discarded is not processed by the preprocessor. Macro replacement is not performed, and preprocessor commands are ignored. The one exception is that within a group of discarded lines, the commands if, ifdef, ifndef, elif, else, and endif are recognized for the sole purposes of counting them. This is necessary to maintain the proper nesting of the conditional compilation commands. This recognition, in turn, implies that discarded lines are scanned and broken into tokens, and string constants and comments are recognized and must be properly delimited. If an undefined macro name appears in the constant expression of if or elif, it is represented by the integer constant 0. It is replaced by the integer constant 0. This means that the commands ifdef space name and if space name will have the same effect as a long macro name. When defined, has a constant arithmetic non-zero value. We think it is much cleaner to use ifdef or the defined operator in these cases. But standard C also supports this use of if. References defined 3.5.5, elif 3.5.2, ifdef 3.5.3. I'll be back in a bit. I'm rendering a song right now. Fair enough. Have fun, Adam. See you around. Hope you have good luck with it. Woody too. Let's see. 3.5.2, the elif command. The elif command is present in standard C and in the more modern pre-ISO compilers as well. It is convenient because it simplifies some preprocessed conditionals. It is used in the following way. If constant expression 1, group of lines 1, elif constant expression 2, group of lines 2, ellipses, elif constant expression n, group of lines n, else, last group of lines, endif. The if expression if may be replaced by ifdef or ifndef. The sequence of commands is processed in such a way that at most one group of lines is passed on for the compilation. All other groups of the lines are discarded. For example, first the constant expression 1 in the if command is evaluated. If its value is not 0, then group of lines 1 is passed through for compilation, and other groups of lines up to the matching endif are discarded. If the value of the constant expression, if the value of constant expression 1 in the if command is 0, then the constant expression 2 in the first elif command is evaluated. If that value is 0, if that value is not 0, then my mic is swinging on me. Why are you swinging on me? Hello? Why are you swinging on me, microphone? That is very weird of you. I don't know why you're doing this. Let me tighten you up a little bit. There we are. Apologies. Where was I? I'm just going to jump back to where I was. If that value is not 0, then group of lines 2 is passed through for compilation. In this general case, each constant expression I is evaluated in order until 1 produces a non-zero value. The preprocessor then passes through the group of lines following the command containing the non-zero constant expression, ignoring any other constant expression in the command set, and discards all other groups of lines. If no constant expression I produces a non-zero value, then there is an else command. And there's an else command. Then the group of lines following the pound else command is passed through. But if there is no pound else command, then no groups of lines is passed through. The constant expression may be used in a pound elif command, are the same as used in a pound if command. See sections 3.5.4 and 7.11. Within a group of discarded lines, pound elif commands are recognized the same way as pound if, pound ifdef, pound ifndef, pound else, and pound endif commands for the sole purpose of counting them. This is not necessary to maintain the proper nesting of conditional compilation commands. Macro replacement is performed within the part of the command line that follows the pound elif command, so macros may be used in the constant expression. Example. Although the pound elif command is convenient when it is appropriate, its functionally can be duplicated using only pound if, pound else, and pound endif as an example shown below. Using pound elif, pound if constant expression 1, group of lines 1, pound elif constant expression 2, group of lines 2, pound else last group of lines, pound endif. Without elif, pound if constant expression 1, group of lines 1, pound else, pound if constant expression 2, group of lines 2, pound else. Last group of lines, pound endif, pound endif. Whee! Rolling on through, I suppose. 3.5.3. The ifdef and ifndef commands. The pound ifdef and pound ifndef commands can be used to test whether a name is defined as a preprocessor macro. A command line in the form of pound ifdef name is equivalent meaning to if pound if1. When name has been defined, even with an empty body, it is equivalent to pound if0. When a name has not been defined or has been undefined with the pound undef command, the pound ifndef command has the opposite sense. It is true when the name is not defined and is false when it is. Note that ifdef and ifndef test names only with respect to whether they have been defined by a pound defined or undefined by pound defined. Undef, sorry. They take no notice of names appearing in declarations in C program text to be compiled. Some C implementations also allow names to be defined with a special compiler command line arguments. Huh. Example: the pound if ndef and pound ifdef commands have been used in several stylized ways in C programs. First, it is a common practice to implement a preprocessor time enumeration type to have a set of syntax of which only one is defined. For example, suppose that we want to use the set of names VAX, PDP11, and CRAY2. To indicate the computer for which the program is compiled. Holy crap, my dyslexia right now. One might insist that all these names be defined, with one being defined to 1 and the rest 0. Pound define VAX 0. Pound define PDP11 0. Pound define CRA2 1. One could then select machine-dependent source code to be compiled this way. Pound if VAX, VAX dependent code, pound endif, pound if PDP11, PDP11 dependent code, pound endif, pound if CRAY2, CRAY2 dependent code, pound endif. However, the customary method of defining these only once. Oh my gosh. However, the customary method defines only one symbol. Pound define CRAY2 1 comment begin. None of the other symbols is defined. End comment. Then the conditional commands test whether each symbol is defined. Pound ifdef VAX, VAX dependent code. Pound endif, pound ifdef PDP11, PDP11 dependent code. Pound endif. Pound ifdef CRAY2, CRAY2 dependent code. Pound endif. Example. Another use for the ifdef and ifndef command is to provide default definitions for macros. For example, a library file might provide a definition for the name only if no other definition has been provided. Pound ifndef table underscore size, pound define table underscore size 100. Pound endif. Ellipses, static int internal underscore table, left square bracket table underscore size, right square bracket, semicolon. A program might simply include this file. Pound include left angled bracket table.h right angled bracket. In which case the definition of table underscore size would be 100. Both within the library file and the pound include. Or the program might provide an exception to the first. Exception definition, explicit definition for the first. Pound define table underscore size 11. Table underscore size 500. I don't know where I got 11 from. Pound include left angle bracket table.h right angle bracket. In which case the definition of table underscore size would be 500 throughout. I just realized my mic not being lined up, so let me just check that. Sorry for the mic rumbling. Yes, not quite on axis. I apologize for the rumbling right now. There we are. There. Okay, apologies. Sorry, I just want to make sure the mic was ideal. I also just realized it's slightly off center. There we are. It is a common C programming error to test whether a name is defined by writing pound if name instead of pound if def name, or pound if defined left parenthesis name right parenthesis. The incorrect form often works because the preprocessor replaces any name in the pound if expression that is not defined as a macro with the constant 0. Therefore, if name is not defined, all three forms are equivalent. However, if name is defined to have a value 0, then pound if name will be false throughout the name is defined. Similarly, if pound name is defined with a value that is a valid expression, then pound if name will cause an error. References: pound define 3.3, defined operator 3.5.5, pound include 3.4, preprocessor lexical conventions 3.2, pound undef 3.3. Holy crap, dyslexia. Oh my gosh, this stream is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Holy shit. Okay. Monster, why aren't you working? Oh no, I didn't drink a Monster, I drank a Red Bull. Red Bull, why aren't you working? That's like 120 milligrams of caffeine. I need you. Please. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. All these chapters seem to be small. At least the micro chapters. Okay. Okay. It seems like we actually got the worst one over with. That really sucked. Normally I like a little bit of ramp up when I'm reading. Holy crap. All right. Let's carry on, I suppose. 3.5.4 Constant expressions in conditional commands. The expressions that may be used in poundif and elif commands are described in the section 7.11.1. They include integer constants and all of the integer arithmetic, relational, bitwise, and logical operators. C99 maintains that all preprocessor arithmetic must be performed using the largest integer type found on the target computer, which is int max underscore t, or uint max underscore t, capital T, sorry, for that last one specifically, defined in standard int.h previously. Standard C did not require that the translator have the arithmetic properties of the target computer. 3.5.5 The defined operator. Oh. Go away. There we are. Okay, beautiful. Huzzah! Okay. The defined operator can be used in poundif and poundelif expressions, but nowhere else. An expression in one of the two forms. Defined, name. Defined, left parenthesis, name, right parenthesis. Evaluates to 1 if name is defined in the preprocessor and to 0 if it is not. Example. The defined command allows the programmer to write poundif defined left parenthesis vax right parenthesis instead of ifdef vax. The defined operator may be more convenient to use because it is possible to build up complex expressions such as this. Poundif defined left parenthesis vax right parenthesis and not defined left parenthesis unix Unix right parenthesis and debugging ellipses. 3.6 Explicit line numbering. The line preprocess command advises the C compiler that the source program was generally generated by another tool and indicates the correspondence of places in the source program to lines of the original user-written form from which the C program was produced. The pound line command may have one of two forms. The form pound line n quote file name unquote indicates that the next source line was derived from line n of the original user-written file, named by filename.n. Must be a sequence of decimal digits. N must be a sequence of decimal digits. The form pound line n indicates that the next source line was derived from one of the from line n of the user-written file last mentioned in a pound line command. Finally, if the pound line command does not match either of the prior forms, it is interpreted as pound line preprocessor tokens. Macro replacement is performed on the argument tokens sequence, and the result must match one of the two previous forms of pound line. The information provided by the pound line command is used in setting the values of predefined macros __line __ and __ file __. Otherwise, its behavior is unspecified and the compilers may ignore it. Typically, the information is also used in diagnostic messages. Some tools that generate C source text as output will use pound lines so that error messages can be related to the tool's input file instead of the actual C source file. Some implementations of C allow the preprocessor to be used independently of the rest of the compiler. Indeed, sometimes the preprocessor is a separate program that is executed to produce an intermediate file that is then processed by the real computer. In such cases, In such cases, the preprocessor may generate a new pound line commands in the intermediate file. The compiler proper is then expected to recognize these even though it does not recognize any other preprocessor commands. Whether the preprocessor generates pound line commands is implemented dependently. Implementation dependent. Crap. Oh my gosh, my dyslexia right now. Older versions of C allow simply quote pound unquote as a synonym for the pound line command, allowing this form: pound n file name. Apologies. The syntax is considered obsolete and is not permitted in standard C, but many implementations continue to support it for the sake of compatibility. References __ file __ 3.3.4 __ line __ 3.3.4. Okay, Adam, what did you say? Welcome back. Where's the Vaporeons? They have all left. I am sad and miserable, and they have taken my reading ability. So I am now hyper dyslexic. So it's extra painful. This reading is going to be rough. Your mouth isn't moving at all. It isn't, for some reason. Odd. The program derogative. My mouth is a little stiff right now. I guess I'm mumbling a touch. Let me recalibrate my face. Let me recalibrate my face real quickly. 1 second. Let me rub my face. But rubbing my face now. Okay. I think my face has been calibrated. Hopefully this is a little bit better. Nope, not at all. Awesome. Volbite is, I'm guessing you meant now, nullbite. Ooh. You got me. The purest like shitter answer. Let's see. Okay. Read good, dummy. Yeah. Rub my face. Rub my face for power. Rub my face. Rub my face. It feels so good. Rub it. Rub it. On my face. It feels so good. Dude, I fucking nap, I drink energy drink, and I still fucking stupid. What's happening? This isn't fair. This isn't the negotiation. 2x the above, yes. Let's see. 3.7, pragma directive. The pound pragma command is new in standard C. Any sequence of tokens can follow the command line. Command name. Pound pragma, preprocessor tokens. The pound pragma directive is only to be used by C implementations to add a new preprocessor functionality or provide implementation defined information to the compiler. No restrictions are placed on the information that follows the pound pragma command, and implementation should ignore information that they do not understand. The argument to pound pragma is subject to macro expansion. There is obviously the possibility that two implementations will place inconsistent interpretations of the same information, so it is wise to use pound pragma conditionally based on which computer is being used. Example: the following code checks that the preprocessor compiler, left parenthesis, TCC, right parenthesis, computer, and standard conforming implementations are used before issuing the pound pragma command. Pound if defined, left parenthesis, underscore, TCC, right parenthesis, and defined left parenthesis underscore underscore stdc underscore underscore right parenthesis and defined left parenthesis vax right parenthesis pound pragma built in left parenthesis abs right parenthesis comma inline left parenthesis myfunc right parenthesis pound endif. References defined 3.5.3 memory modules 6.1.5 pound if 3.5.1. Oh, did I mention I'm still sick? Kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Cause I'm stupid and sick and wishing to die. I wish for death. Yeah, I wish for death. The death is real and death is mean. The death is so bad. 3.7.1 Standard pragmas. In C99, certain pragmas were introduced with specific meanings. To differentiate them, all standard programs must be preceded by the token stdc. That is, the directive pound pragma fenv underscore access on. An implementation dash defined pragma, but the directive pound pragma standard C fenv underscore access on specifies the C99 fenv underscore access pragma. Implementations would be kind to issue a warning if the standard program name were used not preceded by stdc, since this is likely to cause a common error. This is likely to be a common error. The only time standard pragmas defined by C99 are the only standard pragmas defined by C99 are fp underscore contract, fenv underscore access, and cx underscore limited underscore range. They all take as an argument an on dash off dash switch. On dash off dash switch. On, off, default. The argument default sets the pragma to its initial default value, left parenthesis, on or off, right parenthesis. The default is specific for each standard program, left parenthesis. Sometimes it is specified as implementation defined, right parenthesis. References. CX underscore limited underscore range 23.2, FENV underscore access 22.2. Oh my gosh, I wish for death. It blocked your message. I have no idea what message you were talking about it being blocked. The sadness is real. Anyways, I am smart for making a draw function that also returns a boolean. Very good. Let's see. Let's carry on. 3.7.2 Placement of standard pragmas. The standard pragma must follow certain replacement rules, which make it somewhat easier to process the pragmas and allow the pragmas to nest. Standard pragmas may appear in two places: at the top level of a translation unit before any external declarations, or before all explicit declarations and statements at the beginning of a compound statement. When placed at the top level, the pragma remains in effect until the end of the translation unit or until another instance of the same pragma is encountered. The second pragma might be another one at the top level, in which case it supersedes the first, or it may be a pragma in a compound statement. When placed at the beginning of a compound statement, the pragma remains in effect until the left parenthesis lexical right parenthesis end of the compound statement, or until another instance of the same pragma is encountered. Within the compound statement, this second pragma might be at the beginning or the same compound statement, in which case it supersedes the first one, or it might be an inner compound statement. At the end of a compound statement containing a standard pragma, the pragma is restored to its state before the compound was encountered. That is, standard pragmas nest, following normal variable scope rules, except that they can be specified more than once at the same scope level. References, scope 4.2.1. Hello, test EXX. I don't know if that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's correct. Hello, text EXX. Let's see. Or EX. EX? EX? I don't know. I'm gonna say Yex. Because it sounds like a yak, and that's fun. Actually, what's your icon supposed to be? I have no idea what your icon's supposed to be. Take me to your channel. I want to see your icon larger. Show me the icon. It looks like a cat. I don't know. Assembly in C++ is what your description is. So you probably know a little more than me. Yay. But alas, that's what we're here for. We are learning, we are grinding, we are suffering, we are having a time. Is it a good time? Probably not, but we're here and we're doing it. So hiya. All I know is x 0-331, and I can't remember the 128 byte and 256 byte ones. Fair enough. Neat. I want to see what Tib reads that.
User, Atom1 Creeper says, all like is X0-31, W0-31, and I can't remember the 128 byte and 256 byte ones.
Yay. Thank you, Tib. I see I read that almost right. But the dyslexia is suffering with me. Holy crap, rub the face. Rub the face. Rub the face. Yeah, it's such a workout reading right now. I need to take my heckin' outer sweater off. I mean 0-31. Yeah, but text is hard. Listen, do you mean WD-40 or do you mean WD-40? Words are weird. I'm accidentally opening my 3D printing software. Go away. Now is not the time. Now is not the time for noozles. Okay, let's see. 3.7.3 underscore pragma operator. C99 adds a underscore pragma operator to make the pragma facility. Faculty? I think it's facility. Facility more flexible. After macro expansions, the operator expression of the form underscore pragma, left parenthesis, quote, string dash literal, unquote, right parenthesis, is treated as if the contents of the string literal, left parenthesis, after removing the outer quotants, changing backslash, quote, to, unquote, and changing backslash to backslash, right parenthesis, where the preprocessing dash tokens appearing in the pragma directive appearing in a pragma directive. For example, the expression underscore pragma, left parenthesis, quote, standard C, FENV underscore access on, unquote, right parenthesis, would be treated as if the following pragma has appeared at that location. Pound pragma, standard C, FENV underscore access on. While pound pragma must appear on a line by itself, and its preprocessing tokens are not macro expanded, pound pragma can be surrounded by other expressions and can be produced by macro expansion. I want to hear Tib say WD-40.
User, Atom1 Creeper says, WD-40.
Yeah! America! Oil, duct tape, eagles, vroom. Anyways, that's all. 3.8 Error directive. The pound error directive is new in standard C. Any sequence of tokens can follow the command name pound error preprocessor dash tokens. The pound error directive produces a compile time error message that includes the argument tokens, which are subject to macro expansion. Example. The pound error directive is most useful in detecting programmer inconsistency and violations of constraints during preprocessing. Here are some examples. Pound if defined, left parenthesis, a underscore thing, right parenthesis, and defined, left parenthesis, not underscore a underscore thing, right parenthesis, pound error, inconsistent things, exclamation point, pound endif. Pound include, quote, sizes.h, unquote, comment start, define size, unquote, ellipses, pound if, left parenthesis, size, module, 256, right parenthesis, not equals 0, pound error, quote, size must be a multiple of 256, unquote, pound endif. In the first pound error example, we did not use a string constant. In the second, we did because we did not want the token size to be expanded in the output message. References. Defined 3.5.3, pound if 3.5.1. Ugh. Halfway there, oh, living on a prayer.
User, Atom1 Creeper says, the fact that the pregnant man emoji exists is driving me insane.
I have no idea why that is a concern or a bother. It's just a pragma man emoji. I don't know where that would possibly be an issue. In reality, I don't give a shit. I just think it's funny to play into it. Anyways, it is actually a little funny now that I think about it, considering like Apple sells phones to like fucking Russia and China and shit, which, as far as I'm aware, are not very LGTB friendly. So that's very, very, very awesome. I listened to it on repeat for 5 minutes. Oh yeah, we did do that with Jackbox. I forgot about that. Listen, I'm a little out of it right now. Okay. Don't judge me, okay, man. Listen, I am like 3 steps away from hunk snoo, so actually less than that. I'm like 2 steps. You know, one good leap could probably do it. 3.9 C++ compatibility. C++ uses the C89 preprocessor, so there are a few differences going from C to C++. 3.9.1 Predefined macros. The macro __ C++ is predefined by C++ implementations and can be used in source files meant to be used in both C and C++ environments. The name does not follow standard C spelling conventions for predefined macros, but rather is compatible with existing C++ implementations. In standard C, its value is a version number such as 199711 capital L. Other __ stdc __ is defined in C++ environments is dash in the current state definition of C++ implementation dash defined. There are enough differences between standard C and C++ that is not clear whether __ std __ stdc __ should be defined. None of the C99 only macros in table 3-2 are in C++. Hello, little pupper. Example: for compatibility with traditional C, standard C, and C++, you should test the environments in this fashion. Pound ifdef __ C++, comment begin. It's a C++ compilation, and comment. Pound else, pound ifdef __ standard C __ comment begin. It's a standard C compilation, and comment. Pound else, comment begin. It is a standard C compilation, end comment. Pound endif. If you know that your C implementations will be used in standard C, will be standard C conforming, then this can be shortened to pound if defined, left parenthesis, __ C++, right parenthesis, begin comment. It's a C++ compilation. End comment. Pound else. Comment begin. It's a standard C compilation. End comment. Pound endif. References. Underscore underscore standard C underscore underscore 3.3.4 underscore underscore standard C underscore version underscore underscore 3.3.4. Baby man, he's bugging me for attention, cause he's a little heckin' baby man. Baby man, look at the baby boo, little heckin' baby you, look at you, little baby man. Look at the baby man, baby boo, but baby boo, baby you, but baby boo. Look at you, little baby man. Who's a boo? Who's a bum? Who's a little heckin' bum? What you doing, huh? What's a little scruffer doing, huh? Oh, look at this little man. Look at this little man. He got a big old booty. He got a big old booty. He got a big old junk in his trunk. What did you just walk into? You walked into the little boy asking for attention. Hello, my Mr. Man. Hello, my Mr. Man. How's it going? Are you trying to save me from this torture? Do you recognize the suffering that is happening? I know. I know. I'm not happy about it. I'm so not happy about it either, but here we are. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Oh, look at the squishy butt. Look at the squishy butt. Look at the squishy butt. You want to go outside for a pee? You want to go for a pee? Are you going to go outside for a pee? Una más. Una más. Una más. He's a good boy. Oh. Go for it. Losing my mental insanity in 4K, dude. You have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea, man. You, man, got no idea. I'm going batshit, man. Alright, let's see. 3.10 exercises. I am going to fail this royally. By the way, when do we get a doggo cam? Tempting. How about this? On 1,000 subscribers, I will make a doggo cam. And I don't mean like a shitty doggo cam as in like I'll hold my phone up to it once. I will unironically like mount like a camera to face his dog bed. And you may quote me on this later. Let's see. Is that an agreement, Adam? Is that something we can agree on? Doggo cam? Let's see, what's the date today? No, 3rd. Sign here. Okay, I can agree to these conditions. Let's see. There we are. We now have a death pact. Death pact has been signed. Let's see. Let's see how bad I do this test. Doing this test thing. Whoop. Go away, hide my anime girls. I need to hide my anime ladies. There we are. Oh, safe. Could you imagine people thought I was a pervert or something? Let's see. Let's get the ugly ass blue out. All right, let's see. Which of the following standard C macro definitions are probably wrong? Why? Which implementations might be problems in traditional C? Okay. So this one here, because it has 2 brackets, let's see, it's a little bit thick. There we go. That's going to be the issue there. Let's see. pound define 5 equals 5. I'm gonna guess that this is an issue because of the space. Pound define plus symbol. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh no, I think this might be an issue because it's predefined. And then pound define void int, I believe, also because of just like a keyword clash plus like 2 words, like 2 keywords. So I think all of them error for different reasons, subtle reasons. The only one I think might be fine is B. Let's see. Oh no, actually plus might also be fine too, actually. Because I think that's technically fine. So yeah, that there is what I would say is probably fine. Because I believe just the pound is pragma defined on its own. So this would be like an error because it's expecting like a different token string. Let's see. Following are some macro definitions and invocations. How would each macro invocation be expanded by standard C and by traditional C? Let's see. That is a big question. How would each macro be expanded by C? So let's see. So A defines sum, left parenthesis, A comma B, right parenthesis, A plus B. So it would just be expanded by basically doing the arithmetic of A plus B and then returning it. Invocation sum B comma A. I actually don't know how that would go. My guess is that because of like ASCII 2 encoding, because I think that's the standard that they're using, it would be like a return of like some ASCII value like Z. Bubshelobs launched VTube Studio for the first time. Oh, did they now? Let's be sure to bully them about that later. Anyways, so I think this might just error because I don't think a character could be added to a character. But if it is, then it would be the values of like B plus A in either ASCII or other thing. Also, what's it's a game. I could play it at some point if you really want. I beat it before, but it was a cute little game. I could probably beat in like 2 hours, give or take, if I like sat down and committed. I could maybe completion it, but yeah. It will add the values. Yeah, but the issue is that like it's a character plus a character, right? So that's what I'm thinking. So I don't think you can just add a character plus add a character. I don't think C is nice enough to interpret it over it for you and do like some magical BS for you. I think a character plus a character would be something magical. And the only reason I say that is because if you look directly below it, X and then 4 is 2 different things. So yeah. Let's see. Pound defined. Pound define. Paste left parenthesis X comma Y right parenthesis X begin comment end comment Y. So that would be equivalent to not adding the values. That'd be equivalent to like putting them beside each other. So like if X is a character and Y is a character, then it would return like XY if I'm correct. Paste left parenthesis X comma 4 right parenthesis. That would return, I believe, legitimately just X4. Single quote 4 single quote is not equal to 4. Yes, correct. But like, still, the issue is that we're in like chapter like 3 right now, and they're already referenced stuff from like chapter 21. So like, that plus B having no like reference of like what's going on is just a jumbo wombo combo pain in the ass. So that's epic. Yes. Let's see. Let's carry on. Pound define stir left parenthesis X right parenthesis pound X string left parenthesis a book right parenthesis. Let's see. Define free left parenthesis X space right parenthesis Oh no, sorry, no, that was on the one above. Yeah. That would be string a book. See, the issue is that a book is hard for me to define. They wanted again a like C pre-process thing. So I think right here it would just error. Okay. I think right there would just error. Pound define free left parenthesis x space right parenthesis x. If free left parenthesis x right parenthesis else null. Free left parenthesis p right parenthesis. So assuming p is a variable, it would then attempt to free x. If the value does not exist, then it will return null. Or sorry, if it exists, then it would free it. If not, then it would attempt to return null. Two header files and a C program file are shown next. If the C preprocessor is applied to the program file, what is the result? Okay, so let's see. Comment begin file blue.h end comment int blue equals 0 pound include red.h. I believe this would error because that is not defined at the top of the file. If not error, I then believe it would be a... Why did you automatically convert to something? That's weird. I believe you would error. If you don't error, then it would just simply import everything from, the red.h. Let's see. Comment begin file. Oh no, I see. Okay, these are different things. In file red.h, pound ifndef __ red __ pound define __ red __ pound include quote blue.h unquote int red equals 0 semicolon pound endif. Comment begin file test.c uncomment pound include quote blue.h unquote pound include comment quote red.h unquote. So I believe this would cause a circular dependency because they're both including either file, and then they're basically calling one and then the other, so this would cause a circular dependency. So I think this would just error. It would just scream at you and tell you there's an issue with launch.json or this is in JavaScript though. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this would just hard bug. I'm pretty sure that's what this would do. I fail to see it doing anything else because I could see just a circular dependency happening and just the compiler being very unhappy. Because if I'm correct, I heard this somewhere else, but if I'm correct, this just reads like the include statement literally just means like, oh yeah, like just read this file linearly, right? So basically this would be like, okay, go to blue, okay, so then we'll go to blue, okay, go to red, okay, go to blue, okay, go to red, okay, go to blue, okay, go to red, okay, blue. It could technically not error because if in definition red define blue. Yeah, no, it would just loop because no, sorry. No. It would just define both because it actually isn't an if statement. Sorry, I'm so used to like indentation that like for me if statements are almost invisible inherently without them. So yeah, so I think this would actually be fine. It wouldn't actually error. They're shown if the C preprocessor is applied to the file, what is the result? It would just be like, there's no return, so technically no result, but it would just be, like 0, 0, right? I like how I drew almost a perfect circle at the first, and the second one was like an oval thing. And I want a circle. No, I want a circle. Yeah, there we are. So I'm just gonna say red equals 0. Blue equals 0. I'm gonna add a little line to those just to like, you know, whatcha, whatcha. Master marker. A friend shows you the following definition for a macro that's supposed to double its numeric argument. What is wrong with the macro? Rewrite the macro so that it operates correctly. Pound define, DBL, left parenthesis, A, right parenthesis, A plus A. I could see there being a potential, no. Double A dot A. I actually fail to see what the issue is. The only thing I can think of is that it's somehow causing a like issue here where it's like, okay, so like this thing is like not being interpreted properly. The only thing I can think of is that right here there's like an awkward like white spacing. So I might be unhappy about that. Because the way that I'm seeing it is that you just do like DBL, left parenthesis, whatever your value is, right parenthesis. And then you just use that effectively as like a stand-in placeholder for any numbers, right? So I don't see it inherently being any issue. Outside that, at least. In the following standard C program fragment, what is the expansion of M, left parenthesis, M, right parenthesis, left parenthesis, A, comma, B, right parenthesis? Define M, left parenthesis, X, right parenthesis, M, pound, X, pound define, left parenthesis, M, comma, Y, right parenthesis, M equals, pound space Y, M, left parenthesis, M, right parenthesis, left parenthesis, A, comma, B, right parenthesis. C++ ignores white space. You are correct about that. But this is the C manual, dummy. No, no, it's, you are completely correct about that. So, you are actually completely correct about that. So I'm gonna just yeet you because you are actually completely incorrect. I don't actually inherently see anything wrong with it. The only thing that I can think of is that it might be unhappy about not having, like, checks or something like that, but I honestly don't see anything wrong with this. The only other thing that I can think of is, like, something obvious, like, oh, they're using the plus operator. But that also makes sense, though, because I can inherently see, like, if you want double of, like, -2, if you did, like, 2 times 2, or sorry, -2 times -2, that would equal 4, right? Which isn't double. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing I can think of that's like at all like close to like what I'm hinting at. I can't think of anything obviously wrong with that. Yeah, I can't think of anything obviously wrong with that. As for this code, what's the expansion of the bottom expression? Let's see. So, X is undefined here. Pound define M, left parenthesis, X, pound define MM. Well, MM isn't used, is it? Well, I guess MM is kind of used there, so that would be M. This I actually have no idea about. This seems like some fucking high-level, like, jubbery. So I actually have no idea what that was going to be, and I'm just going to move on. Maybe I'm just too tired right now. Maybe it's been a long gap. I don't know. Write a sequence of preprocessor directives that will cause that will cause a standard C program to fail if the macro size has not been defined, or if it has been defined but its value is not in the range that through that. Okay, so that would be something semi-simple. So that would be something like let's see, let's Let's drag you out, and then let's just try and write this with like a ternary to be quick. It would be like pound define example sequence of characters that's a single token to the preprocessor, but is not a wrong size or wrong place. There. Yes, we were at text. Pound define. Or sorry, it would be like pound. If. Ifdef, would it be ifdef? They're juggling the symbols around me because now there's like different types of if statements. So I've never had to like think about multiple if statements. If n def size. If and def size is equal to a range. How would I check a range? Because I haven't covered it. If the compatibility size has not been defined, or if it has been defined, the value is not in the range 0 through 1. Size is, I don't know, less than 10, or sorry, I guess and size greater than 1. I probably want to use a quote for this or a parenthesis. This is C, not JavaScript. Also, your size needs parentheses. Your size needs parentheses for C++. Yeah. But yeah, dot length is fine, but you can't do that. I'm assuming it size inherently returns a value or something. Just not on the range. If and def do that. And then it would be like pound, like I'd do like dash n pound no, actually, sorry. I would do if size is less than 1 or size is greater than 10, pound error invalid. I think that's basically the closest way that I could do it in like one line. Well, guess what? Java syntax is a lot like C++. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the JVM is written in C++, so that makes sense. You ever think about how using Java, you're basically just using slower C++? Let's see. You have an example of a sequence of characters that is a single token to the preprocessor, but not to the C compiler proper. Let me first correct that, just so it's the right color. Give an example of a sequence of characters that is a single token to the preprocessor, but not the C++ compiler. I don't know. Freaking new text box, please. I'm gonna guess something like a like a token statement. So it'd be like, you know, like question mark, like backslash, something like that. You're writing C++ for a virtual computer? Yeah, JVM, tomato. Like, you know, it's just like the basic shit. I don't know. You get the idea. I guess I should probably keep reading, shouldn't
I? Why are you talking about my dad?
Shut up. Let's see. What is wrong with the following program fragment? Question mark. If left parenthesis x is not equal to 0, right parenthesis, y equals z divided by x, semicolon, else, pound, or macro, whatever, error, quote, attempted to divide by 0, line, unquote, underscore, line, underscore. Um, what is following with the program fragment? Well, none of the variables are defined, idiot. No. What is wrong with the following program fragment? My assumption would be that. See, my inherent knee jerk is just that, like, no, yeah, no, like, this is. No, it isn't, because that would be interpreted. Would it be? I'm going to guess that little space there because it's going to change this from an error to something else. Let's grade my homework, shall we? Let me open up Finder. Finder. I wouldn't mind her if she wanted to say hi sometimes. Firefox, 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 Firefox. No semicolon question mark? No, I think that's fine. I don't see any issue with there being a semicolon. The semicolon would only be like right here for like syntax purposes, but yeah. Wow. Firefox is now on his 20-year birthday thing. Huzzah! Now get your shit together. At Firefox, fix shit. Stop trying to reinvent it. Just work on features that like people want and make the experience more stable. Oh, no one in double quote, sorry. Unquote. NCM. I do not know what you mean by that. Never mind, that makes sense. Let's see. Scrolling down to the end. Answers to the exercises. Let's see what the answers to 3.10 is. Chapter 2 answers. Chapter 3. Okay, so for question 1, let's see. A, the space before. Oh, wait. Gotta get my grading pen out. Can I not change the size at all? Thickness, none. There we are. All right, let's see. So let's see. The space before the left parenthesis. Oh, sorry. The space before the left parentheses is not permitted in standard or traditional C. Instead of a macro with one parameter, indent will be a macro with no parameters and expands to, quote, left parenthesis x, right parenthesis, space x, unquote. So the error is actually right here. So I'm going to say half right because I was technically right about the white spacing. So suck it. B, the equal and comma. Okay, that makes sense. Equal and comma. Okay, I see. The infill is set to white. 1 second. Infill set to none. So the error is actually here. The error is actually this plus that. Let's see. Some compilers of space after this will also cause problems. So I was extra right. Nailed it. Suck my nuts. Let's see. C. This definition is all right. I'm a fucking wizard. Suck my balls. Fucking hell yeah. Out of 4, I'm at least 3. Doing significantly better. D. This definition is all right. You can define reserved words as macros. Okay. So that's wrong. But everything else was right. 3 out of 4. Suck my little nuts. I mean, big nuts. Big nuts. Fat nuts. Fat nuts. They are huge. Humongous. I can barely contain them. A variable name 5 with the value 5. Lovely. Sounds like something I'd write to annoy a teacher. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, to be fair, this is not about what's right or wrong. This is about what we can or cannot do. Let's see. Okay, so this was kind of all weird. So this would be B plus A, yeah, so just add. I basically said that, so I'm gonna say right. Because I said like, yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. So I'm gonna take that as a win. Um, yeah, that's this is in the context of like what I said and like how I interpreted it. With this, I saw it as just passing in two tokens, and it would return one token x4. Fucking nailed it. Got it. Pound define string left parenthesis x right parenthesis pound x string left parenthesis a space book right parenthesis would return just a book. Or no, so it would return pound a book. So the pound gets tokenized. I thought it would be error, or sorry, I thought it would be errored. But it actually returns that just as a string. Got it. Okay. This one right here would apparently be a loop that just returns p question mark basically infinitely followed by semicolon null infinitely. So I got these ones wrong. So that would be 2 out of 4. Big cry. Let's see what's in 3. Oh, this one I was actually wrong about. I got 2 out of 3 lines right, so I'm gonna say out of 3 I got 2 because I was close. Actually, no. I'm just gonna say I was wrong. There's no pity marks here. So it returned apparently blue, red. So it would go in here, it'd be include blue. So it'd go over here, define blue, then it'd go to red. Then it would, oh yeah, because it would if not defined, then it would define red, which would then include blue. So it would add a second blue, which would then define red and then exit. Yeah. You're not getting a gradable grade. I don't care. I like grades. They're fun when like your teacher isn't a fucking asshole. Yeah, so I'm gonna say wrong there, but I was close. But I didn't read the code and fundamentally not understand the code is wrong. For the issue of 4 was because the arguments in body are not parenthesized, the result of the expanding the macro will be misinterpreted as a larger expression. A safer definition would be so add parentheses specifically around each character as well. So it would be like I'm just gonna type this out because typing it out will be a lot easier. Text box text would be red. It would be, yeah, I remember that now. It's left parenthesis a, right parenthesis plus, left parenthesis a, right parenthesis. That's the safe one would be. I remember that now. My teacher assignment started marking assignments missing a week before they're due. Yeah, some teachers will do some really douchey things like that. In the following standard C program fragment, what is the expansion of? Okay, this one absolutely messed with me. The macro would be expanded into the following steps. I'm just gonna type this out again because holy crap, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to like write like with this thing. So it would apparently expand into M. I'm just gonna do caps lock because like yeah. It would be M. Let me move you. There we are. It would be M. Left parenthesis M. Space left parenthesis A, comma B. Followed by MM, comma A, comma B. Followed by A is equal to quote B. Yeah, something like that. There we are. This one I kind of didn't understand the question, so yeah. I honestly still don't follow it. because I see this I fail to see where is defined unless it's m twice. But then is it taking an m as a value to m? Yeah, I don't know. That one's a bit of a mess, and that seems like macro hell to me. Let's see. Give an example of a sequence of characters that is a single token to the preprocessor but not the C compiler. So it would be examples of the solution depends on the presence of defined and pound error. Oh no, sorry, never mind. I jumped to one. So let's see. They said something much longer. They said pound if not defined, left parenthesis size, right parenthesis, or left parenthesis size, left angled, or sorry, left parenthesis size is less than 1, right parenthesis, or left parenthesis size is greater than 10, right parenthesis, pound error size is not properly defined, quote unquote, pound endif. That makes sense. I think mine would also work. No, I would also need here. I completely forgot null. Okay, I need to just type this again because holy crap, it's gonna be annoying if I don't. Let me move you. Holy crap. Null question mark. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna give myself a half point there because I know I'm gonna be doing bad now. So I need them pity points. There we are. I want to feel less bad about myself. That looks like a 2. I meant a 1. Wa cha. There we are. That's a 7 out of 2. Wow, I did really good. 8. What's wrong with the following program fragment? I said basically the starting space. Presumably the programmer wishes to print an error when x is equal to 0. However, x is equal to 0 is a runtime test, whereas pound error is a compile time command. If this program were compiled, the error message would always appear and halt the compilation regardless of the value of x. So let's add one more text box. Okay, I guess I gotta type it here. Let's make you wider, I guess. Is checked at runtime and will always error. And will always error regardless of the value of x. X. X equals 0 and similar well, not programs, what am I thinking of? And similar checks are runtime instead of compile -time checks. Okay, I think I got it. There we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. Okay. Big suffering, but I think we made it somewhat. Not always, but somewhat. Let me take a small little break to like noodle the eyes, and we'll see what happens from there. This thankfully doesn't seem to be too big, so I can seem to have an okayish amount of time to like do things. But no promises. We will see with the suffering how it goes, I suppose. Cause man, oh man, I don't know what to do with my time. I just wanna fucking suffer away. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. I think that maybe we should possibly, maybe, continue at some point in the future. Anyone else's brain feel like they're melting? Hmm. 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 Oh, hey, here's a friendly reminder before I continue is hey, if you've been watching this far into the stream, hey, consider being a massive brosive and or brosivette, because that's the proper way to say it. Consider a like or a subslurb. If you made it for this far into the video without subslurbing, why? You're clearly enjoying the content, unless you fell asleep to it. And if you fell asleep to my content, what the fuck up? No falling asleep in class. You must eat your veggies. Do your homework. Boobies are slappable. I I apologize. I was taking a small break, and then I was just doing the standard YouTube, like, oh, do the subslurb and like thing if you enjoyed the video, and then I'm just like, wait a minute. If you made it this far, you know, you might have just been served this by the YouTube algorithm and be sleeping. Let's fix that real quickly. Let's get this sorted out. Probably not the thing you expected to see when clicking on a C manual reading now, or sorry, C, the reference manual reading. Like, dude. I don't know, man. Shit's wild. Well, anyways, hi, Wolf. I'm gonna keep reading because why not? Because ooga booga 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 boo hoo. Okay, back into it. I won't do the wake up thing again because I am a person who is personally not fond of loud noises. But listen, I had to do it one time for the joke, right? Declarations. Oh, we're actually getting into like proper declarations now. Neat. For declarations, to declare a name in the C language is to associate an identifier with some C object, such as a variable, function, or type. The names that can be declared in C are variables, structure union components, functions, enumeration constants, types, statement labels, type tags, preprocessor macros. Except for statement labels and preprocessor macros, all identifiers are declared by their appearance in C declarations. Variable functions and types appear in declarators. Within declarations and type tags, structure and union components and enumeration constants are declared in certain types of type specifiers in declarations. Statement labels are declared by their appearance in a C function, and preprocessor macros are defined by the #define preprocessor command. Declarations in C are difficult to describe for several reasons. First, they involve the usual syntax that may be confusing to notice. For example, the declaration int left parenthesis asterisk f right parenthesis left parenthesis void right parenthesis semicolon declares a pointer to a function taking no arguments and returning an integer. Second, Many of the abstract properties of declarations, such as scope and extent, are more complicated in C than in other programming languages. Before jumping into actual declaration syntax, we discuss these properties in section 4.2. Finally, some aspects of C's declarations are difficult to understand without knowledge of C's type systems, which is described in chapter 5. In particular, discussions of type tags, structure, and union components, and enumeration constants are left to that chapter, although some properties of these declarations are discussed here for completeness. References: enumeration types, 5.5, pound define preprocessor command, 3.3, statement labels, 8.3, structure types, 5.6, type specifiers, 4.4, union types, 5.7. 4.1, organization of declarations. I just realized I haven't had any water for like 2-3 days, and I have lived purely off of other substances. That's really bad. Let me go get my water drum. Holy shit. You see, I left it in the car because I like completely forgot about it, and then I'm like, wait a minute. Why do I feel a little bit gross right now? Oh, I know why, because I haven't had any fucking water. What a fucking idiot. Drink water, it's good for you. You can drink other things, but like, 50 ratio at least, my dude. I am doing the returning. The returning is me. Hee hee hee. Wow, that's a lot of nuts. That is a reference very few people will get. Hi. Actually, let's go room light. We're doing light mode now. Fuck you. Fuck you. We're doing a mix-up. And instead of going light to dark, we're going dark to light. It's now morning. Suck it up. Okay. I guess we should carry on, shouldn't we? Shall we? Shan't we? Your hard fidelity. Okay. Let me take a drink of this water, this beautiful, delicious agua. Then we shall continue. I can go wawa. Fucking nectar of the gods. If you haven't drank water, water. Reminder. You know what? That's actually an idea. I'm gonna add a fucking water reminder. Water reminder. There we are. There we are. Okay. Let's see. Kill me. I just looked at this next section. It's gonna fucking suck. Okay, here we go. 4.1, organization of declarations. Actually, wait, I want to check one small thing as a side thing. Heck yeah, we're doing real good on the drop frames right now. Connection seems solid. Render time is comfortably below what it needs to be. So heck yeah. Yeah, let's just slam into it a little bit more, I suppose. Declarations may appear in several places in a C program, and where they appear affects the properties of the declaration. Oops, I forgot to highlight this freaking thing because I'm a dummy. Hello, Mr. Highlighter. Hello, Mr. Highlighter. Hello, Mr. Highlighter. There we are. I'm going to reread that now. 4.1, organization of declarations. Declarations may appear in several places in a C program, and where they appear affects the properties of the declarations. A C source file, or translation unit, consists of a sequence of top-level declarations of functions, variables, and other things. Each function has a parameter declarations and a body. The body, in turn, may contain various blocks, including compound statements. A block may contain a sequence of inner declarations. The syntax of declarations is shown next. A discussion of function definitions is deferred until chapter 9. Declaration, declaration dash specifiers, initialize dash decorator dash list, semicolon. Declaration dash specifiers, storage dash class dash specifier, space, declaration dash specifiers, subscript opt. Type dash specifier, space, declaration dash specifiers, subscript opt. Type dash qualifier, declaration dash specifiers, opt. Function dash specifier, declaration dash specifiers, subscript opt. Initialized dash decorator dash list, initialize dash decorator, initialize dash decorator dash list, comma, initialize dash decorator. Initialize dash decorator, declarator, declarator equals initializer. At most, one storage class specifier and one type specifier may appear in the declaration specifiers, although a single type specifier may be formed of several tokens, e.g., unsigned long int. In C99, a type specifier is required. Each type of the type qualifiers can appear at most once in the declaration dash specifiers. I'm just rereading that. Sorry. The type of specifiers recorded. Each type of the qualifiers and can appear most one time in the declaration. Specifiers. Okay, I think I understand. Yeah, so it's saying like you can do like int can only be defined once, I think. The C99 function specifier, left parenthesis, inline, right parenthesis, can appear only on function declarations. With these constraints, type specifiers, storage class specifiers, function specifiers, and type qualifiers can appear in any order in declaration-specifiers. Example, it is customary to put any storage class specifier first, followed by any type qualifiers. And finally, the type specifiers in the following declarations, comma, I and J, have the same type and storage class, but the declaration of I is in a better style. Unsigned volatile long extern int const j semicolon. Extern const volatile unsigned long int I. References: Declarators 4.5 semicolon. Expressions chapter 7 semicolon. Function definitions chapter 9 semicolon. Initializers 4.6 semicolon. Statements chapter 8 semicolon. Storage class specifiers 4.3 semicolon. Type specifiers and qualifiers 4.4. No semicolon. I'm just keep powering through. Say hi in the chat if you want to say hi, by the way. Just vibing. Just cruising. I'm a heat-guided missile going towards the path of knowledge. Example, it is... I read it already. Boop. 4.2, terminology. This section establishes some terminology used to describe declarations. 4.2.1, scope. The scope of a declaration is the reign of the C program text over which that declaration is visible. In C, identifiers may have one of 6 scopes listed in Table 4-1. Table 4-1, identifier scopes. Kind, followed by visibility of declaration. Kind, table header, kind, top level identifiers, visibility of declaration, extends from its declaration point, left parenthesis, section 4.2.3, right parenthesis, to the end of the source program file. Table header kind, formal parameters in function definitions, visibility declaration, extends from its declaration point to the end of the function body. Table header kind, formal parameters in function prototypes, superscript A, visibility of declaration, extends from its declaration point to the end of a prototype. Table header, kind, block, left parenthesis, local, right parenthesis, identifiers, visibility of declaration, extends from its declaration point to a block to the end of the block. Extends from the declaration point in a block to the end of a block. Table header, kind, statement labels, visibility of declaration, encompasses the entire function body in which it appears. Kind, preprocessor macros. Table header, kind, preprocessor macros, visibility of declaration, extends from the #define command that declares it's through the end of the source program file, or until the end of the first #undef command that cancels this definition. Let's see. Superscript A is defined as new in standard C. Non-preprocessor identifiers declared within a function definition or block, left parenthesis, including formal parameters, right parenthesis, are often said to have block scope or local scope identifiers, prototypes, have prototype scope. Statement labels have function scope. All other identifiers have file scope. A block is commonly a compound statement. In C99, there are also implicit blocks associated with section and iteration statements. The scope level of every identifier is limited to the C source file in which it occurs. However, some identifiers can be declared to be external, in which case the declarations of the same identifier in 2 or more files can be linked as described in section 4.8. References, pound define, preprocessor command 3.3. External names, 4.8. Prototypes, 9.2. Pound, undef, preprocessor command 3.3. It's nice to see more of those references being behind us than ahead of us, because holy crap, it was getting tedious. The tedium is arriving, and I am suffering for it. Ha ha. Ha ha. Listen here, He-Man. Do you not know that P is stored in the balls? Let's see. Oh, sorry. I just realized that fucking isn't Skeletor. Skeletor's like, yeah. Listen, He-Man. Don't you know that P is stored in the balls? There we go. I am stupid. I'm gonna live with that shame silently and move on now, pretending that never happened. 4.2.2 Visibility. A declaration of identifier is visible in some context if it is if a use of the identifier in that context will be bound to the declaration. Left parenthesis, i.e., the identifier will be associated with that declaration. Right parenthesis. A declaration might be visible throughout its scope, but it may also be hidden by other declarations whose scope and visibility overlap that of the first declaration. Example. In the following program, the declaration of foo as an integer variable is hidden by the integer declaration of foo as a floating point variable. The outer foo is hidden only within the body of the function main. Int foo equals 10, comment begin, foo defined at the top level, end comment, int main, left parenthesis, void, right parenthesis, left scrolly bracket, float foo, semicolon, comment begin. This hides the outer foo, right parenthesis, end comment, ellipses, right scrolly bracket. In C, declarations at the beginning of a block can hide declarations outside the block. For one declaration to hide another, the declared identifiers must be the same, must belong to the same outer, must belong to the same overloading class, and must be declared in 2 distant scopes, one of which contains the other. In standard C, the scope of formal parameter declarations in a function definition is the same as the scope of the identifiers declared at the beginning of the block that forms the function body. However, some earlier implementations of C have considered the parameter scope to enclose the block scope. Example. The following redeclaration of X is an error in standard C, but some older implementations permit it. Probably allowing a troublesome programming error to go undetected. Int f, left parenthesis, x, right parenthesis, int x, semicolon, left scrolly bracket, long x equals 34, colon, comment begin, invalid question mark, end comment, return x, semicolon, right scrolly bracket. References, block, 8.4, overloading class, 4.2.4, parameter declarations, 9.3, top-level declarations, 4.1. Home stretch. Not home stretch, but, it is a stretch that is close to home. Next block. Okay, I'm going to take another glug of water, because holy crap, I can feel my kidneys being like, more. You deserve more. You only deserve more because we do all the work. Or I also want to make it clear, like when I say I have like a water jug, I don't mean like I have like a little cute bottle that's actually like one of those little bottle cup things that you get in Starbucks. It's like, ooh, look, I can get a small frappuccino to fit in this thing. No, I mean like this is like one of those like 4-liter jugs of water, not like a milk jug, but like similar. Like the thing comes with a handle. Like this sound right here. That's me dropping it like 3 inches on my desk. And that's about 3/4 full of water. So that is a solid thud. Anyways, shall I carry on? Oh, I scared the baby boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at the little McMuffin. Look at you. Who's a McMuffin? Who's a McMuffin? Can I eat you? Can I eat you up, please? Hum num 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 num. Hum num 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 num. Hum num 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 num. Hum num 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 num. I need to raise my mic a little bit because I'm hitting it. Hum num 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 num. How's your little baby man, huh? How's your baby man doing, huh? My good little muffin. He's a good muffin. He's a good muffin. He deserves pets and love and adorableness, and I love him. He's cute and fluffy. He's a good boy. I love you. And I miss you. And I no. He's like, I don't care. I'm getting petted. I'm happy. Because you're a good boy who deserves all the freaking love. He deserves all the freaking love. Here, let me take your collar off. You haven't had your collar off for a minute. Let's give that neck some time to stretch. Oh, you want to make your pet happy? Take their collar off once in a while. Like, scratch around where the collar is. Oh, yes, that feels good, doesn't it? That feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Oh, look at that fluffy man. Who's my good boy? Who's my good boy? Hey, Mr. Moon, can you come lie down for me? Can you lie down for me for just a little bit more peace? Oh, I thank you. Oh, I thank you. Hey, you know what? You know what you can have? You know what you can have, mister? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It was right here before. It was right here before. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I gave you some earlier. Oh, there it is. I hid it on you because I'm evil and mean and evil. Hey, no, on your bed. On your bed. Bed. Hero, bed. There you go. No, on your... He has like one paw on the bed. Like, see, I'm on it. Good boy. That's all. That's all. That's all. You get a little treat. Get a little treat. Now go lie down. Go lie down. Go lie down. Good boy. Good boy. I love you. I love you. You're a good boy. Thank you. Thank you for being precious and adorable and perfect in every possible way. Anyways, carrying on, shall we? 4.2.3 Forward references. An identifier may not normally be used for before it is initially declared. To be precise, we defined the declaration point of an identifier to be the end of the declarator that contains the identifier's lexical context. Uses of the identifier after the declaration point are permitted. In the following example, the integer value int size can be initialized to its own size because because the use of int size in the initializer comes after the declaration point. Static int size equals size of left parenthesis int size right parenthesis semicolon. When an identifier is used before it is completely declared, a forward reference to the declarator is said to occur. C permits forward references in 3 situations. 1. A statement label may appear in a goto statement before it appears as a label since its scope covers the entire function body. If, left parenthesis, error, goto recover, semicolon, ellipses, recover, close files, left parenthesis, right parenthesis, semicolon. 2. An incomplete structure. 2. An incomplete structure, union, array, or enumeration type may be declared, allowing it to be used for some purposes before it is fully defined. Left parenthesis, section 5.6.1. Right parenthesis. 3. A function may be declared separately from its definition either with a declaration or implicitly by its appearance in a function call. Left parenthesis, sections 4.7 and 5.8. Right parenthesis. C99 does not permit a function call to implicitly declare a function. Example, Invalid for references are illustrated by this example. The programmer is attempting to define a self-referential structure with a typedef declaration. In this case, the last occurrence of cell on its line is the declaration point. Therefore, the use of cell within the structure is invalid. Typedef, struct, left squirrely brace, int value, semicolon, cell, asterisk, next, semicolon, right squirrely bracket, cell, semicolon. The correct way to declare such type is by use of structure tag s, which is defined on its first appearance and then is used later within the value of the declaration. Typedef, struct, capital S, left squirrely bracket, int value, semicolon, struct, capital S, asterisk, next, right squirrely bracket, cell, semicolon. See also discussions of implicit declarations, section 4.7, and duplicate declarations, section 4.2.5. References. Duplicate declarations, 4.2.5. Function types, 5.8. Go-to statement, 8.10. Implicit declarations, 4.7. Pointer types, 5.3. Structure types, 5.6. 4.2.4. Overloading of names. Ooh, I like these. I like these very much. Boop, boop, doop, 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 boop, 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 boop. Let's see. In C and other programming languages, the same identifier may be associated with more than one program entity at a time. When this happens, we say that the name is overloaded. And the context in which the name is used determines the association that is in effect. For instance, the identifier may be both the name of a variable and a structure tag. When used in an expression, the variable association is used. When used in a type specifier, the tag association is used. There are 5 overloading classes for names in C. Left parenthesis, we sometimes refer to them as namespaces. Right parenthesis, they are listed and described in table 4-2. Table 4-2, overloading classes. Table header, class. Table header, included identifiers. Class, preprocessor macro names. Included identifiers. Because preprocessing logically occurs before compilation, names used by preprocessors are independent of any other names in the C program. Table header, class, statement labels, included identifiers. Name statement labels are part of statements. Definitions of statement labels are always followed by a colon, left parenthesis, and are not part of case labels, right parenthesis. Uses of statement labels are always immediately followed by the reserved word goto. Structure, union, and enumeration tags. These tags are part of structure, union, and enumeration type specifiers, and if present, will always immediately follow the reserved words struct, union, or enum. Component names, left parenthesis, quote, members, unquote, in standard C. Component names are allocated in namespaces associated with each structure and union type. That is, the same identifier can be a component name in any number of structures or unions at the same time. Definitions of component names always occur within structure or union type specifiers. Uses of component names always immediately follow the section operators, period, and dash right angled bracket. I'm going to refer to that as the right arrow from now on. Other names. All other names fail in an overloading class that includes variables, functions, typedef names, and enumeration constants. These overloading rules differ slightly from those in the original definitions of C. First, statement labels were originally in the same name after same namespace as ordinary identifiers. Second, all structure and union components names were placed in single namespace instead of separated namespaces for each type. When a name is overloaded with several associations, each association has its own scope and may be hidden by other declarations independent of the other associations. For instance, if an identifier is being used as both a variable and a structure tag, an inner block may redefine a variable association without altering the tag association. C++ interjects structure and union tags into the quote other unquote namespace. Left parenthesis, section 4.9.2, right parenthesis. References. Component names 5.6.3, duplicate definition 4.2.5, enumeration tags 5.5, goto statement 8.10, selection operators 7.4.2, statement labels 8.10, structure tags 5.6, structure type specifiers 5.6, type def names 5.10, union tags 5.7, union type specifiers 5.7. 4.2.5 duplicate declarations. It is invalid to make two declarations of the same name, left parenthesis, in the same overloading class, in the same block or top level. Such declarations are said to conflict. Example: the two definitions of how many next are conflicting, but the two declarations of str or string are not. Left parenthesis, because they are in different namespaces. Right parenthesis. Extern int how many colon or semicolon. Extern char care. Extern char string left square bracket 10 right square bracket semicolon. Type def double how many left right parenthesis semicolon. Extern struct string left squirrely bracket int a comma b semicolon right squirrely bracket x semicolon. There are two exceptions to the prohibition against duplicate declarations. First, any name of external left parenthesis referencing right parenthesis declarations for the same name may exist as long as the declarations assign the same type to the name in each instance. This exception reflects the belief that declaring the same external library function twice should not be invalid. Second, if an identifier is declared and is as being external, that declaration may be followed with a definition, left parenthesis, section 4.8, right parenthesis, of the name letter later in the program. Assuming that definition assigns the same type of name as the external declarations, left parenthesis s, right parenthesis. This exception allows the user to generate valid forward references to variables and functions. Example: we would define two functions, f and g, that reference each other. Normally, we use the f within g. Normally, normally the use of f within g would be invalid forward referencing. Forward reference. Oh my gosh, brain freaking dead right now. Please help me. Send help. All of it. I don't care how much. Just all of it, please. Oh my gosh, yeah, my brain is cooked right now. However, by preceding the definition of G with an external declaration of F, we give the compiler enough information about F to compile G. Left parenthesis, without the initial declaration of F. A one-pass compiler could not know when compiling G that F returns the value of type double. Extern, double, F, left parenthesis, double, Z, right parenthesis, semicolon, double G, left parenthesis, double X, comma, double Y, right parenthesis, left squirrely bracket, ellipses, F, left parenthesis, X, minus Y, right parenthesis, ellipses, right squirrely bracket, double F, left parenthesis, double, Z, right parenthesis, left squirrely bracket, ellipses, G, left parenthesis, Z, comma, Z, forward slash, or divide, 2.0, right parenthesis, ellipses, right squirrely bracket. References. Defining and referencing declarations, 4.8, extern, storage class, 4.3, forward references, 4.2, overloading class, 4.2, static storage class, 4.3. Who this femboy ass fucks? Fuck yourself. But hi, how's it going, bubs? I am reading this. I am on basically page 80. I want to get into page 80 though, so I'm going to read this last scope and then stream over. So be ready, nerd. And for those who are interested in hanging out after, volbyte.com/links. There is a link to the Discord server. Immediately after this stream, I'm going to be playing BattleBit in the server, hanging out. Feel free to join. If not, then no pressure, but you get the idea. Anyways, let us read this last little block. Huzzah. 4.2.6. Duplicate visibility. Whoop. Keyboard needs to turn on. There we go. 4.2.6 duplicate visibility. Because C scoping rules specify that a named scope begins at its declaration point rather than the head of the block in which it is defined, a situation can arise in which two non-conflicting declarations can be referenced in different parts of the same block. Example. In the following code, there are two variables named I. Referenced in the block label B, the following integer I declared in the outer block is used to initialize the variable J, and in the floating point variable I is declared hiding the first I. Left squirrely bracket, int I equals 0, semicolon, ellipses, B, colon, left squirrely bracket, int J equals I, semicolon, float I equals 10.0, semicolon, ellipses, right squirrely bracket, right squirrely bracket. The reference to I in the initialization of J is ambiguous. Which I was wanted? Most compilers will do what was left parenthesis, apparently right parenthesis, intended, and the first use of I in block B is bound to the outer definition, and the redefinition of I then hides the outer definition for the remainder of the block. This is the standard C rule. We consider this usage to be bad programming style, and it should be avoided. Yes. Okay. There we are. We have made it to 4.2.7. Yeah, we got quite a bit more chapter 4 to do. So we will save that for next time. Until then, thank you so much for tuning in. A reminder of the battle bit. Link is on volbyte.com/links. Discord server is right at the top of the links page. Feel free to slam on in, say hi. If not, I do events once in a while where we hang out and play games and shit, so feel free. If you made this far in the video, give me a like and a subscribe. Come on. It's like a 2.5 hour stream at this point, basically. Well, 2 hours, 13 minutes if you want to be pedantic, but come on. I earned it. You know I earned it. Come on. Reading, dyslexia, come on. That's like a match made in hell. Come on. And yes, I have been Volbyte. You have been you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye now.